Hi everyone, Josh Shanley here, and I put together a real quick slideshow presentation to give all you agents and investors out there a little bit of information and cover a topic that I talk about a lot. I've written a lot about and I made some videos about, and that's building a buyer's list. So, and the title here is if you want a cash machine for your business, you need to build a buyer's list. And in a recent article I wrote, I actually stated that I believe your buyer's list as a real estate agent. And really, if you think about it in any business, your buyer's list, your customer list, your prospect list, that is your absolute most valuable asset. And I'm going to give you some examples and reasons why in this quick presentation here. So, all right, let me give you a recent example of what I've been able to do because I've built a strong and active buyers list. Uh, I guess it's probably 2 weeks ago now. A seller called me, a gentleman who I've done some business with before. He had a property. It was a property that was kind of an investor type property, and he knows that that's a lot of who I work with. So he called me. We quickly came to terms of what he was looking for. I drafted up an email to my list, pushed send, and got 7 responses in less than 10 hours. Had people looking at the house in less than 24 hours, and have an offer on the house that we're doing some negotiating back and forth on, but I think we'll get done. And if we don't get it done with that, I've got potential backup offers as well. So had I not done that, I would have had to convince the seller that we need to list the property, put it on the MLS, do the whole dog and pony show, putting signs out, getting it in the paper, blah blah blah. But because I've got this extremely valuable asset, drafted up an email, push send, got tons of response. All right, here's another huge benefit that you may not have thought of. When you think about this, how many other agents in your market do you think have and are actively building a buyer's list? My guess is not many. And then my second question is, do you think that that might help in a listing presentation? Let me give you a recent example of that. I've got somebody who's on one of my buyer's lists. He contacted me out of the blue. I've never spoken with this person before. He's never really responded, but I found out in hindsight that he was on my buyer's list. So he contacted me, said, "Hey, I'm thinking about selling my house. Can you come take a look?" I was like, "Of course." So I went out. I took a look at the house. I made a brief presentation, gave him some information and so forth. And at the end, I said, I didn't ask you when you contacted me before how you contacted me or why you contacted me. And he said, "Well, I'm on your buyer's list. I get your emails." And I figured, obviously, I'm not the only person on this list. And I figured you would be a good person to help us sell it because you've already got a list of buyers, and that not everybody has that, so you've got a competitive advantage. So I was like, wow, that was pretty powerful and pretty interesting stuff. So that can be a huge benefit if you position it correctly in a listing presentation as well. Let me give you one final benefit of building a buyer's list. Do you think there's other stuff that you could sell to your list besides real estate? And the answer is absolutely yes. You could possibly sell them things that are still related to real estate, and you could sell them stuff that's not even related to real estate. So some examples: home warranties. You could partner with a local lawn care business, um, and come up with some kind of referral relationship that you get, some kind of referral payment. You could do the same with pest control or something like that. And of course, you have to follow all disclosure laws and so forth. And another big one is just information products. That's one thing that my list, I sell two things to my list. I sell real estate to my list, and I sell information to my list. And I think those two things are the most profitable two things that you can sell. And so I'm getting the benefits of both of those by having a list and by continuing to stay in touch with them and then making them offers. Now, Another quick tip is you don't only want to email your list when you're trying to sell them something. So you want to give them good content. For example, one of the things that I do with my list is I send them a weekly e-zine, and I do a couple of things in that. I do some selling at the end, but what I try to do is give them an update on what's going on in my life. And I try and make that interesting. You know, they don't want to know that Saturday morning I took the dogs for a walk. You know, you want to give them some interesting tidbit and kind of weave in a lesson that can be learned. And then I try and give them like a good content article or video that is solid information that they can use or think about. And then I will offer some later in that. I will make some offers of things that I'm recommending or potentially a deal that's available. So to wrap up, what are you waiting for? Start today. Even if you don't have a buyer's list, start today. Anybody who calls on a property or responds to ads you've got out there, ask if they want to be added to your buyer's list. You got to start somewhere. Start with that first one, grow it from there. If you're already building a buyer's list, or if you haven't started already, I've created a free resource. It's called my Craigslist Marketing Cheat Sheet or Craigslist Marketing Matrix. You can see from the little picture down here. You can grab a copy for free, plus a 35-minute video training of me explaining the cheat sheet and how I use it and how you can implement it in your business. So just check out the link at the bottom of the screen. Grab your copy. Check it out. I think you'll find it to be very valuable, and I wish you all the best. Thanks for watching this video, and if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel because I'll be putting out a lot more videos like this. And also, I would encourage you to comment below and share this with others. If you know other agents in your office across the country, share this with them. Share the cheat sheet with them, and I'll see you on the next video.